Okay, I mean, speed chess championship's not over the board as we. Oh, the heck was that? I went to reach for the knight and my bishop moved to c. I'm looking at playing 1180. If I were playing someone who's like 2500, I'd probably be losing this game. My mouse acting weird suddenly. All right, here we go. I think we're still a low enough level that I can do this pretty consistently. Should be good to go. It's not cut off, is it? Nah, it's actually a little bit cut, so let me adjust it just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, that's good. Okay. All right, plays bishop d5. Let's go f6. Let's take with the pawn. Classic Bongcloud. Goal is to reach 3000 with exactly 0 losses. So let's build a big black center here. Go c6, bishop e6. Classic BBC, exactly. Come on, dude, let's go. Bruh, 2 tub with 0 loss and against the pineapple man, exactly. Yeah, so anyway, hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Hope the sound is actually okay now for everybody who's watching, unlike earlier. So yeah, we just keep rolling. Happy to see Hikaru back to the Confederacy. Excuse me, what did you just say, you guys? Excuse me. I'm gonna pretend you did not say that. I'm gonna pretend you did not just say that, dude. That's not cool. Okay, knight g5 is a good try, but it's a free horse. This guy is not calculating enough. He thought he'd win my queen. Okay, but now I just guard the horse. I thought he was going to take and go queen d4, but there's a beautiful tactic where takes, check here, takes, and he gets fossilized by bishop b4 check, and I win the queen. But he goes queen d4 first, and now he's just going to lose. Kick the bishop, take, or open up the diagonal here. All very, very, very smooth. Do you stop being disrespectful? Well, at this level, it's kind of hard. I don't know. I think I can get to probably 3100 with variations of it. I think I can play e3 f3 and probably get to 3100 and 3-0. With increment I could not, but with increment I could. So he takes, I will take back here. Let's go here. Big pressure on the diagonal. There goes the tower. This guy might think his name is Visu or Andrew Tate, or sorry, not Andrew, Emery Tate. Emery Tate actually played a line with like a a4 rook a3 years ago, so he's like the guy who actually came up with the real opening long before we heard about this guy called Visu. I can take the rook here. Do I need disrespect sunglasses? The animation is slower because I'm playing with different settings. Let's go queen f6 here. Emery Tate played a line with in the Ali Atkins with e4 knight f6 e5 knight f5 c4 knight b6, then you go a4 rook a3. So he was one of the, he actually invented this Visu opening long before Brandon came along. That's GG. Next game. Keep going. We're playing Benjamin Son from Norway. Go e5 and f4. Emery Tate was the best. He was a pretty good player in his heyday. Okay, come on, dude. It's your move. e5. Come on, move the horse. Let's go d3. Go d3 and play f4, maybe knight f3. Gonna go knight f3, king f2. All very standard here. Very, very standard. Keep going. Go here. Go king f2. The points go back to the players. Yeah, the points go back to the players. Why, by the way, quick question for anybody who's watching, why do I swear every beat I hear now is like some sort of different song, but it's the same beat as a song I've heard before? Like every song I hear is the exact same melody, but the lyrics aren't the same. It's like earlier was the Cascada song. This song sounded like I need a miracle, and now it's like different lyrics. They're all the same, but I thought that was like copyright infringement if you did that. I thought that was copyright infringement, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Go C3 and kick the horse back. The lyrics are, but the beat is not. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna keep kicking his horses. You got to kick the horses out of town. His horses are going nowhere. Let's kick the horse again, and now he's gonna lose a horse. His horse is trapped. No squares. I'm just gonna build a big white center as well as a classic connect 5. Take big white center. Knight, rook, king, it's all good. Can I read my username with a Canadian accent? Tokes. I mean, in order to do a Canadian accent, really all you have to do is you have to flatline your voice. So instead of being like sing song where it's like up down in American, you just flatline. So it's like the username is Tokes. I hear maybe knight c3, rook up. I can't flatline enough. I'm too used to talking like an American. But yeah, basically all Canadians do is they flatline it. So instead of being sing song when they speak English like Americans, it's much more flat. It's always at the same it's always the same like rhythm or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, let's take and go queen a4. I can't do a good British accent, but actually, I mean, I speak a lot of British English, so there is that. But I don't really do accents well. Okay, I'm gonna go knight here, bring the horse in, and just hit the chain, hit everything here. No, cadence is the word. Yeah, I mean, I grew up speaking British English a lot, so like for me, British English is actually like quite normal. I was gonna go here, but he has a check, so I think I'll just develop the bishop, then go for the classic kebab on the 7th. Go here. Let's go for the kebab on the 7th with the rook. The rook covers the mate idea here. No checkmate. There's knight moving. Everything's collapsing here. Your stream got me into chess a few years ago, and I love it now. Thank you so much, first round pick. Hope you're having a great day, great weekend. So yeah, thank you. Okay, let's see. D4 played. Oh right, I'm playing the Bongcloud. What am I doing? I'm not thinking. My English is not too easy to understand. Yeah, I mean, I don't try to like speak basic English. I'm aware of that. Okay, he just checks me, but now he's the one who's in for a bad time because I think his queen is in trouble. Do I use the word washroom? No, in America you say the bathroom. Let's use these knights. Let's try to hit him with these knights. Knight f5 probably a little bit better. Let's hit him again with the knight. The English is fine. I mean, yeah, I could dumb it down more if I wanted to, but I keep it pretty simple. Let's use these knights again. Here come these knights. We're trying to go for the classic Hikaru. Who uses toilet? You say bathroom in America. Washroom is like, I think, British, right? More. Do I say facet? You mean faucet? Okay, saw it. That's annoying. I'll bring the knight back. Now I can skewer the king and the queen. See what he does. I can also take the knight and go for knight c2. Uh-oh. Adios, amigo. There goes the queen. He's losing his queen and he's losing the game. Trousers or pants? Trousers, of course. Just like here in America, I would say like you say words like you say words like jumper. An American will never understand what I'm saying. Of course, there's another word for cigarette that we will not use. Let's do one more. There's a word for cigarette that we shall not say. That kind of doesn't go over very well. Let's go here. Oh, he moved. I'm gonna play h5 and I'm gonna tag with h4. Baguette? Yeah, baguette. My mother language is obviously American. I'm just gonna try to wing attack him with h4 and attack. Keep going. Actually, I'm gonna need to go get my water in a second. Okay, g4. So I need to actually win this game fast. Let's go f5 and open it up immediately. Keep going. Go here. This is a speed run after all, so I should be winning these games quickly rather than being too chill. Next over the board tournament will for me will be okay. I mean, speed chess championship's not over the board as we. Oh, the heck was that? I went to reach for the knight and my bishop moved to c. I'm looking at playing 1180. If I were playing someone who's like 2500, I'd probably be losing this game. My mouse acting weird suddenly. My mouse is acting really weird suddenly. Good d4. Can I do a Grob Speedrun? I could try, but actually the Grob is just a bad opening, as I learned in Title Tuesday. I played I played against Kramnik in Title Tuesday, and I just got absolute crushed. I thought it was okay, but that game really showed me that it's really just not okay at all. Now I'm gonna get a Bastion with the horse on f4 here. Here's a Bastion. Really, really nice placement with the pawns as well. Go here, stop knight to c4. Go here. I'll leave my king in the middle, but I want to put something on an open lane. I think I'll take with a rook. Okay, let's take. Let's go here. My second language is Espanol. No, my second language is Italian. My third language, as bad as it is I guess Spanish. Probably Spanish is my third one. But Spanish is weird because in some places they understand when I speak in Italian. In some places I have to actually speak Spanish. It's weird. Let's go here and play rook g6, lift the rook, bruh, go for the checkmate and end the game. It's not Japanese. I mean, I haven't studied Japanese since I was like 21 or something. I haven't studied Japanese in many years. Do I know French? I know some French. I understand French pretty well, but I haven't really, again, French like Japanese is something I've not looked at in like 500 years. Just take the bishop. Go here. I'm trying to go for a mate with the rook and the horse. Go I think I'll go here. Oh, I hung this pawn. Wait, what am I doing? It's still winning, but it's a little bit careless by me. Go here and hit the queen. Go here. Basically this horse is covering the square, so he's getting mated one way or the other. Just take with the king, why not? Do I think Gucci will lose the game in the Sinkfield Cup? He could, but I think a lot depends on who's behind him. It depends if there's pressure on where he needs to win games. If he needs to win games, I think he could definitely lose. But if he's in a situation where it's very chill and nobody's really putting pressure on him in terms of like winning the tournament, he'll do it. So all right, let's stop right there. That's a nice win with the knight covering the two squares here. King is stuck, no moves. All right, I gotta go get my water. I'll be right back, you guys. Give me 1 second. Keep going. All right, next game. Go king e2. Many people dream about moving to Japan. Which country is better for living? Depends who you are as a person. It depends who you are as a person. Really depends. I just made some pasta, just basic pasta with some like arrabbiata sauce and some cheese. Good g3 and develop. So I'm eating. I apologize, you guys, but I haven't eaten all day yet. In fact, last night was the longest I've slept in a very long time. I slept like 10 hours, which is just ridiculous. Take go bishop g3 here. I'm up a juicer. I got to defend the king and I'm in good shape. Which country will you stay when you retire? Probably America. It's the greatest country in the world. Why not? Build a big white center here. Really nice placement of the king. Really nice placement. So yeah. Wait, you don't live in America? Of course I live in America. Greatest country in the world. Am I right? Okay, I'm going to continue building my big white center with f4, f5 here. Actually, no, let's use D's knights. Swear, I feel like it's like 1 in 100 I slip up and say the wrong thing. Gonna put the knight on d3, and I could have gone to g4 to fork the queen and the bishop as well. I can go king. Actually, I think I'm gonna go king f2, king g2. I was gonna go to the queen side, but I've got such great strength here in the center with the knights. There's no need to. g5 is actually a very good move. Very good move. Okay, I can try to fossilize him with knight e5 to open up the lane for the tower. Could be good. We'll see. I just go here, hit the bishop and the queen. I take the bishop, and now I've got D's knights in the center of the board, and I should just be winning. Only goal left is to get this king out of danger. I want to get the king off the open lane. At what rating do you think you need to start playing Blitz? I mean, honestly, I don't think you need to. I would say maybe online, like if I'm being completely honest, I think it doesn't matter. I think if you're like maybe 1900 in rapid, maybe like 1800, I don't think you should be playing Blitz much below that. And by rapid, I mean I don't know why. By rapid, I'm trading the queens here, or you can do a bow test gambit. What I mean by that is that I just think that Blitz is really not relevant until you get to a level where the people you play against are at the same even level and time really matters. It's just irrelevant or completely irrelevant. So I think up to like 1900, I would say. Yeah, quite high. Isn't Japan more organized and advanced? The same opening. Japan used to be incredibly advanced compared to the US. I remember going there in the 90s and Japan was miles ahead of the US, but unfortunately there are people like Steve Jobs who came around who kind of ruined everything, and I really don't think Japan has any technological edge at all. Maybe you're into like kinky robot stuff stuff like that maybe, but I mean let's try to keep it family friendly and be real. Like normal things, Japan definitely is not ahead. Okay, let's take the pawn and move the king here. Let's go h4. Let's go knight shoot. Play f3 here and king g2. Is what Steve Jobs is a bad thing? No, but what I mean is that the technological edge was very high. If you look at things like Walkmans, like a Sony Walk, it was Sony, right? And it was Sony Walkman back in the day. What were some of the other things? Like you think about the video games too. You think about all the great things like Nintendo, Sega, all these different things. Like it was amazing, but none of those things really, like there's just no advantage in that way anymore. So, all right, let's trade the bishops. I'll take the pawn, go for a fork. Should be pretty good. Fujifilm. But yeah, I just like all those things that Japan was so far ahead in. Very specifically, I would say like I feel like Walkman, all the electronic stuff along those lines, Japan was way ahead of. And then like when Apple came out with the iPod specific, it was iPod, yeah, iPod specifically. That's when things really started to change. So I'm gonna go queen f7 here. Try to trade the queens off the board. If he's smart, he won't let me, but we'll see. I mean, in terms of trains and things, you're right. Japan is ahead of the US. Actually, I told you guys. So you see this painting on the wall. I know the screen, unfortunately, it's reflecting off it, but I have a painting of Genkakuji, the Golden Pavilion in Kyoto, and I took the train with my mom to the very far south of Japan, and I think it was 2017. I bought this on the trip. We get on the train, we're going to Kyoto, and it's like, you know, 3-hour, 4-hour train ride. And at the end of the train ride, I forget, I leave it on the train. And so like I'm all panicked, I'm all worried. It's like you call the train station, you're like, you call the lost and found, and you're like, okay, you hope that they'll have it maybe, but you don't really hold out much hope. But then like when I was actually in Kagoshima talking with my aunt, she's like, no worries, they'll have it there, I'll be good, stop freaking out. And so obviously as an American, I'm like, no, I mean, okay, sure, if you say that, but I'm not really expecting it. And then of course, sure enough, like I go there, like, you know, the next day they call, so I'm like, yeah, we have it in lost and found. If something goes missing on the metro in New York City, you're not going to be seeing it again. If you lose something on the metro, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Like there's no shot that you'll ever get it again. So that is true. That is a good point about Japan. Yeah, I mean that is true. I go on the train in New York. I mean, yes, like let's be real. Okay, I have knight d5. I can play g6, but we're getting a little bit too political here. So let's go here. I'm gonna play c4 to lock his pawns in jail. Here we get a very fixed structure. And now you guys are gonna learn about a famous term from the show Beef, which is called Zugzwang. So black is kind of Zugzwanged here. He doesn't want to move anything. He wants everything to stay the same way, but he probably has to do something. Let's take the horse. Go a3. Okay, take the horse now. Oops, checkmate. There we go. Next game. Oh, I can't pre-move king e7 because they could play queen h5 here. That's the only drawback, because I can't pre-move because queen h5, queen e5 is checkmate in 2. go knight f6, hit the pawn. Okay, I'm gonna try to go here, move the rook, and develop my king manually out of the center of the board. That's my idea. That's my plan, at least. I did win the bullet brawl earlier. Yes, you guys, I did. Okay, now I develop the bishop, develop the knight, try to put a lot of pressure in the middle of the board immediately. Japan is beautiful, though. I do agree with that. It's very beautiful. Let's go here, hit the bishop, open up the scope here. I think I'm already actually doing quite well. Japan is definitely better in like the fall. I would say like early spring or fall / winter. Obviously depends where you are. Now let's just drop back, bring the horse back. We've now achieved equal materials here. I've got back the pawn I lost in the opening, and my king is castled here, so I'm pretty safe. I'm gonna go here, probably put my knight on b6, maybe go knight to e5 or knight to c5. But I like the way my opponent's playing. He's playing a pretty good game so far. Why am I hiding my king against 1200s? Because you want to follow the fundamental rules of the game. If you don't follow the fundamental rules, then why play? Hikaru, is it boring to play against weaker players? No, because I think you guys learned something from it. No, you guys learned something from it. So I would say no from that standpoint. From that standpoint alone, I would say no. Let's go a5. I'm gonna play knight c4 here and take. Samurai or not, I think. Sorry, you guys. Let's take and hit the queen and the knight. Also, it doesn't help that I put the wrong sauce on the pasta. Take here. It's not black pepper, it's arrabbiata though, which is supposed to be spicy. So yeah, like it does have a little kick. Okay, that hangs a horse. And now we win. Okay, we hit the rook. Let's just take. Let's go d5. Excuse me, let's take. I'm drinking water, actually. Let's go rook e1 check. Take the horse. Take the tower, I should say. Take. Go check, rook e3, and it's game over. What rating to play bullet at? I would not really advocate bullet at almost any level.